The miracles he did, the whole thing is stage managed and faked.
So, in the early hours of Monday, January 8, 2024, the British Broadcasting Corporation released a 3-part documentary where former disciples of the founder of the Synagogue Church of All Nations, the late Prophet Temitope Balogun Joshua, popularly known as TB Joshua, accused the deceased prophet of various forms of physical abuse, manipulation and performing fake miracles. They had also accused him of allegedly raping women and orchestrating forced abortion in the church. Even before his death at the age of 57 in June 2021, 2 months after he was said to have suffered a stroke, the prophet had been plagued with many controversies. The former disciples in the 3-part documentary, which lasted for over 50 minutes each, also accused the prophet of covering up the real reason behind the collapse of the church guest house in 2014. Official data pegs those killed in the collapse at 116, of which 84 persons were said to be South Africans. No fewer than 25 eyewitnesses accused Prophet TB Joshua of sexual assault, physical abuse, and fabricated miracles and trauma. All the women gave horrific and graphic accounts of rape, underage sex, sexual abuse, physical and verbal abuse carried out on them by TB Joshua. The South African woman claimed she had 3 abortions due to multiple rape by TB Joshua. The British women told how TB Joshua would send for them only to sexually molest them. The Zimbabwean gave a story of how TB Joshua raped her as a virgin and underaged. Even TB Joshua's own daughter came forward to tell how she confronted her father for multiple sexual molestation of women, only for him to have her locked up for months and beaten daily. Well, recent revelations have surfaced, shedding light on the credibility of one of the witnesses in the BBC documentary on the late Prophet TB Joshua. The individual in question is Sile Simbisi, who is from South Africa. She has been exposed as a professional blackmailer with a track record of being hired to making false claims against prominent figures, especially men of God. With this shocking revelation, it becomes evident that lies indeed have short legs and the truth is emerging to counter the narrative of the BBC. Sile Simbisi, one of the alleged victims portrayed in the documentary, has been unmasked as a serial con artist, liar, murderer, homewrecker, and a fraudster. It is said that she has a history of making false accusations against men of God. The pattern of deception, as revealed in her previous claim of seeing a big snake at a prominent pastor's house, raises questions about the credibility of her testimony against Prophet TB Joshua. The expose further challenges the objectivity of the BBC in presenting accurate and unbiased information. Sile Simbisi's dubious background questions the credibility of the network in giving her a platform to share her unfounded allegations against TB Joshua. Beyond the allegations against Prophet TB Joshua, it is said that Sile Simbisi has a personal agenda of seducing and blackmailing men of God. Explicit material, including messages, voice notes, and other forms of communication, point to a calculated effort to lure and tarnish the reputation of spiritual leaders. As you can see on the screen, here is one of her leaked charts, which reads, "Jesus, so who do you want then? Hook me with Ubet or Jeremiah. I like them tall and rich. Jeremiah is always giving out cash. I want him. J, please, I beg, talk to him now." Then the person asks, "How about Pastor Chris?" She said, "That one is very difficult. I tried and tried." "Ah, what about the snake you saw in his house?" What snake? J, you know these things. And here is a hotel warning people against taking her into their guest house. As you could see, it reads, "Beware of guests. Do not allow her stay at hotel." So this is the same person that was featured on the BBC documentary to give her accounts on Prophet TB Joshua. Also, this lady in the documentary called Bisola Hefziba Johnson who claims Pastor TB Joshua sexually molested her as a child and kept her in the synagogue for 14 years, has always been in the forefront of bringing down Prophet TB Joshua, even before his death in 2021. Here is a video of Bisola accusing the man of God of being a fake prophet. Way back in 2018, she claimed to have documented everything in her book titled The TB Joshua I Know, Deception of the Age on Marks.
Before I brought out my camera, you said something about yourself. Yes. Can you say it again?
Yes, I said I was also sexually molested by TB Joshua.
Okay.
I was trapped in the synagogue for 14 years of my life. I spent my youth in the synagogue until God set me free. If not for God, I would not be here today.
Okay.
And I've documented it in a book form.
Okay.
Not the time to dress up, this is the time to address. Yes, and I'm also talking on behalf of other young girls that are still in captivity of TB Joshua. 8 years old, 14 years old, 11 years old. Yes, I'm saying it. 11 years old are still there because they have money, because they have fame, because they have connection. They can put people down.
She has been on this for a long time. We don't know who to believe. TB Joshua is dead and can't defend himself now, so we leave everything to God. Also, one of TB Joshua's disciple, wise man Harry, claims Ajoke is not TB Joshua's biological daughter, as said in the documentary.
Ajoke is a very painful story by itself. Why? Because Ajoke was abandoned by her biological mother, probably, under a truck outside the church premises, and she was found there by one of the security men.
In the documentary, Ajoke claims to be TB Joshua's biological daughter, whom he maltreated because she was born out of wedlock. But one of TB Joshua's wise men has debunked this claim, stating that Ajoke was abandoned, or was an abandoned baby found under a truck outside the church, and that she was adopted by the man of God and his family. TB Joshua followers believe that Sile Simbisi and others featured in this BBC documentary were paid by anti-Christian vast interests to fabricate their stories about Prophet TB Joshua and the Synagogue Church of All Nations, a scheme targeted at the supernatural of the Christian faith. And so far, the Synagogue Church of All Nations has broken its silence on the horrifying revelations about its founder. The Synagogue Church of All Nations dismissed the allegations as false narratives aimed at tarnishing the well-established image of the late man of God. A statement signed by Synagogue Church of All Nations Public Affairs Director Dare Adejumo condemned the BBC for deviating from true journalism to dishing junk and feeding the public with stones. The Synagogue Church also distanced itself from the alleged victims who gave accounts of their traumatic experiences, stating that they were not affiliated to the church in any way. Also, the founder of the Champions Royal Assembly, Prophet Joshua Ngila, has expressed sadness over the disturbing allegations being leveled against the late televangelist, Prophet TB Joshua. Reacting, Ngila, in a post on his official Facebook page on Monday, lamented how the social media is being used to peddle lies, saying social media is now the Holy Spirit of many. The Abuja prophet recounted the legacy of the late man of God, saying the impact will remain fresh in our memories until generations unborn. Part of the post reads, "Nothing can erase your legacy, neither can anything puncture the greatness of your impact upon innumerable lives. Those who have taken the position of God as agents of judgment, who feel they are without sin, should keep casting stones, but the stones will still become the building cornerstones to further announce your legacy and undeniable great impact. In such a generation where social media is now the Holy Spirit of many, lies has become truth and truth has become lies. May God help us and lead us. As much as we don't support or identify with sin, but what's the essence of allegations on the dead when they are not there to defend themselves? You remain a great kingdom general of faith who reflects love and humility. Your impact is immense and outstanding. We cannot love you less, no matter what people say or think. Well, at this juncture, only God knows the truth. Let's know your opinions and views in the comment section below. Your comments are highly welcomed.